So I have a final video to share here at the well, at the Chalice Well Gardens. It's really quite incredible because I've just come into the garden to say my final goodbyes for now. It's been torrential rain, it's been cold, it's been, yeah, look at it. It's like sunshine, you know? I can see clearly now the rain is gone. That's all I can sing, really. It's like, this is it. And it's like, it's so funny because it's an absolutely beautiful, glorious day. And I'm sat here right by the waterfall here, which is just makes your energy flow. But I wanted to share while I was here what actually just came through this morning, just as you think that all the lessons are done. I went out last night because I felt kind of like quite excited and happy that I'd completed on my 9-day mission. So I thought I'd go and celebrate with a pint of cider, which was the worst idea ever. It made me feel so ill. I woke up this morning feeling horrendous, and then I was in last night and this morning, I was so cross with myself. I was like, why did I do that? Why did I just come home and have a cup of cacao? So annoyed that I didn't feel this magic that I always feel in my body. And I was just berating myself. So anyway, I came into the garden and I was like, okay, well, let me go and do my closing ceremony for myself, which I did. And I went up to the well, to the Chalice Well, and I sat up there and, you know, and I did my prayers and I thanked the goddesses. And I walked halfway down the path and then they were like, stop, go back. So I was like, okay. So I went back and then I went into a massive understanding and teaching, another blessing, just as you think that you're all done, you're not. And yesterday afternoon, I had finished working with a very powerful priestess sister, and we had done something on forgiveness. And, a lot on forgiveness, actually. Forgiveness was like the final thing that came up on the healing of this healing journey. So I woke up this morning berating myself because I had a pint of cider and I felt annoyed with myself. I felt like I'd ruined the whole trip now because I finished on that vibration, and I was just going for it. Negative self-talk, felt awful, no love in my heart. And then they called me back to the well and they said, forgiveness, forgive everyone and everything. And even Isis has been very present when I've been here, because we can't move through to the next level unless we forgive ourselves, unless we forgive everything out there, unless we love everything into alignment. We can't step through to the next place. So we must have peace in our hearts. So it was really powerful that I actually woke up this morning with such a tremendous, intense carry on from last night of just annoyance and anger at myself. And it was like, wow, man. And now I feel amazing. Now I've given it to the waters and I've just understood. The mothers have explained and said, do we love you any less because you had a pint of cider? No. Do you know what I mean? So nor should you. Are you a bad person? No. Does that make you unholy? No. Do you know what I mean? You had a pint of cider, you felt a little bit unwell, and you're human. Embrace your human side of it. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you know, we can't just live on light all the time. Well, we can, but like, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of the lesson that came through. That was the final gifting of forgiveness. And it's crazy because I had forgotten that was what was the main factor of my final healing session yesterday, forgiveness. And that was very, very, very powerful in the feminine line, which it will be for all of us, all of our mothers and our foremothers, as it were, but also as well just in the world. Do you know what I mean? When you get triggered out there or you see things that just aren't quite authentic and you judge it, that was also what they were showing me. You know what I mean? That feeling of inauthenticity when you see something is not quite right. Forgive them, for they know not what they do, because at the end of the day, you know, we don't know any better. We don't know any different. You know what I mean? We've all got an inner child that's wounded, scared, and we've all got something going on inside where we're scared to be the truth of who we are. So we be something else. And it's a protective barrier, but we don't know any different because we've always done that. So forgive them. Forgive yourself for judging, and just forgive it all, really, because we're all doing our best in every moment and it will all come right. And then they showed me the only way through to the fullness of union. You've now come back into your heart because you've let go of the judgment. In my case, it was judgment of self. You've let go of the judgment and now you've come back into your heart, and now the energy and the water is flowing again, which is why I ended my ceremony here, you know, at the Vesica Pisces, which is, yeah, all about, you know, death, rebirth, resurrection, you know. So yeah, final lessons, just as you think it's all done, it's kind of not. So I've just merged the two worlds. I've stepped through my yew trees over there and I come back into the world. and I've merged the two together. So I now bring Avalon with me. Instead of leaving it behind and living in two dualities, I've now brought Avalon with me, and I'm going to live by that, all of it. So love and blessings.